Okay, so you've been playing
have you
some
remembered
of...
to switch the camera on this time?
Yeah.
And you have, okay.
So you've been playing some
nobody
music...
knows that, but this is a second take.
You've been playing a lot of Neil Young today, and I was just interested in that, having been married to you for so long, that Neil Young has been a consistent in your life through many, many, many years. And quite often we get impressed by somebody, inspired by somebody, and then we move on.
Yeah.
But with him, he has been a kind of complete constant for decades. Can you give us some idea why that has been so strong with you?
Yeah, the simplest questions are the hardest to answer. Well, because I think that he's got really a great depth of passion and a lot of delicacy of feeling. I like the fact that he can be dreamy and soft, and yet he can be really wild and rugged. I love the fact that, you know, in some ways he's an intellectual guy, and, you know, writes and thinks about a lot of different things, but he manages in music, you know, very often to get past all of that, and just to connect with you in a direct, heartfelt way.
Okay, so I mean, given that, as you say, he sort of does dreamy stuff, he does rock stuff, so kind of give me an idea of 3 or 4 of your favourite songs by him that kind of encompass that diversity.
Okay, well, one I've just been recording in order to put it up on YouTube is On the Way Home, and I love that song partly because if you look it up, you'll find it's supposed to be about a quarrel between him and Steve Stills, but actually the song leaves all of that behind, and it's just about love that you feel for a person whom you're separated from.
Okay, what I've noticed...
So that's one of the songs, you know, I'm not going to do your 3 and 3, but, you know,
Okay.
That's one of the songs that I
Fair enough.
really love.
I mean, what I'm interested in is that I know that you've been working on your music now for a while, and it's the first time I've heard you really kind of enjoy singing.
You mean this album, this thing?
No, just recently, since the lockdown, really.
Yeah.
And so why do you think that, given the kind of multitude of people that inspire you, that you've kind of drawn on your, you know, kind of like an old solid guy like Neil Young to be your first sort of musical expression in this sort of very constrained time that we find ourselves in?
Interesting. Well, I suppose that because I'm writing lots of new music, and when music is new, it's exciting, but you don't really know it. And I wouldn't feel in the mood, you know, to record myself playing songs that I've just written necessarily for that reason, and they're not meaningful to other people yet. That song is known to a lot of people. It's a very early song, so it's been around a long time.
Yeah, but I'm more interested in about you and how you've responded to it.
But it's been connected to me for a long time. And I also like the guitar part on it.
Okay.
I like the feel. You know, there are certain songs you play, and when you're playing them, you like the way that your hand feels on the fretboard, and other times you can be playing a song, you can play it perfectly well, but you just might not like the feel of it so much. Okay,
so you mentioned that you were singing him because you don't, you know, not quite sure about your own music at the moment, but you have been working on your own.
That I'm not sure about it. I mean, it's that, of course, I'm not sure whether it's any good or not, but it's just that when something's new, even if you know, there are certain songs on certain albums I've done in the past which I haven't played live very much, and so when you play them live, you're very focused on trying to get it right, and you're not necessarily just completely in it.
But you've just said about Neil Young, about him not worrying about trying to get it right, so you know, maybe you should be putting your own work up there regardless of whether it's right or wrong, you know, just to get that musical output of your own on a wider platform.
Yeah,
what stops you?
Well, although, you know, you're asking me a lot about Neil Young today, of course there are other musicians that I'm very interested in.
You've just skewed off yourself here. Anyway, Steve, what I would like to know is when I'm going to hear you play some of your own music.
Oh, any minute now.
Okay, well, I very much look forward to that, and we'll be speaking to you again in the near future. Bye for now.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.